This flour is not made from wheat. In his bakery in Yaoundé, Guy-Marcel Nganta uses sweet potato, cassava and corn to bake bread. He has used this method for 13 years now. But over the past few weeks, demand has more than doubled. Instead of his usual 20 customers, he now serves 50. Since the start of the war in Ukraine, word-of-mouth recommendations have been key.
Right
now we are making sweet potato bread. It is enriched with different legumes to offer food with the nutrients that people need.
The conflict between Russia and Ukraine, two of the world's largest wheat exporters, has driven up global prices. In Cameroon, a baguette now costs 20% more expensive. The state-controlled increase has caused anger in this big Douala market.
We are suffering here. Look for yourself. Look at this. What is this? Is this bread worth 150 francs? No. That's too much. We are angry.
More and more customers prefer Nganta's bread because it is more nourishing. And according to some, it tastes better too.
The taste is really different with the made in Cameroon bread. You can feel that there are natural ingredients like potatoes, so that tastes different. When you eat it, it fills your stomach more.
Nganta's baguettes are also priced at 150 Central African francs, or around 25 cents. Though he can produce more cheaply, he isn't allowed to sell more cheaply. On the plus side, it means a more tidy profit. Senegal's Goree Island seems pristine from the air. But up close, you can't miss the plastic scattered around. Plastic lies strewn all over. Local sanitation officer Abdoulaye Bey struggles to hide his frustration.
At times, the island receives about 1,000 visitors per day, and they bring a lot of plastic waste that they leave on the site. We clean up every day, and every 2 days, we get rid of 700 to 800 kilos of waste in Dakar.
Over 500 years ago, Goree was the largest slave trading post in Africa. Countless Africans were loaded onto ships from here. Today, the UNESCO heritage site draws droves of tourists, and they leave behind their litter. 2/3 of the island's waste. There are rubbish bins outside every house, but still the plastic proliferates. This has an impact on the local biodiversity.
A few years ago, we used to stay on land to catch all kinds of fish, but this has become impossible now because of the plastic waste littering the coastline.
It's harder and harder for Ousseynou Gueye, a fisherman, to get a good catch.
The plastic waste has caused a lot of damage on the island. Now I have to go very far from the island, at least 3 kilometers, to hope to find fish, because there is too much plastic in the surrounding waters, which scares the fish away.
The municipality is putting up a fight to sort and recycle the waste. On this hill overlooking the island, organic waste is transformed into compost. This is then used for local crops and even sold on the mainland. Bit by bit, the islanders are clawing their way toward a greener life.
Welcome. This is a reading and a journey in the heart of Chagua district.
Theatre and music have come to this working-class neighbourhood for a day, in N'Djamena, the capital of Chad. Among the bricks and makeshift houses, Bonaventure Madjitoubangar is reciting a poem. His repertoire is mostly African writers. His performance gives their work a new life and passers by a new experience. In a country where only 20% of the population can read and write, Bonaventure is on a mission.
Culture must be accessible to everyone. If we want to have a marvellous world, a harmonious world, everyone should be focused on finding common understandings, to be able to dream together. Without culture, we can't even begin to develop.
This day's reading is a poem by Chadian author Nimrod Bainer Jangrang. It tells the story of his exile during the civil war in the 1980s.
I came to listen to what he is saying, and I really enjoy him performing.
Bonaventure Madjitoubangar has been reciting on the streets for 6 years, and he's always accompanied by the sound of the kundu. This local version of the balafon is also known as an African xylophone.
The kundu is part of me, it is my identity, it accompanies me, and what is beautiful about theatre is that you can't do it alone. Theatre relies on other disciplines, and other perspectives also enrich what I do in the theatre. So it becomes a collaboration, and at the same time speaks to your identity, and everyone can recognise themselves in it.
Bonaventure regularly organises workshops for the neighbourhood's children to share his love of art and theatre, with great success.
If he is not there, our children cry, because every time, every 2 or 3 months, he brings the children together. He gives them drawings, he teaches the children to play and to draw. I would like it to continue like that for our children and the young people of the neighbourhood.
At the moment, Chad does not have its own theatre or cinema. Bonaventure had to train in Burkina Faso. The plan is to pass on the torch so that the next generation can learn the art here, at home.